Hola, yuppie, everybody. Off to a good start. Hi, how's everyone doing? Hola, yuppie. It's been a while. Hold up. Where's my tab? Not the cat. Tab. There we go. But Bobby Lover 9000, thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Also, hi Zahiru, hi Bay, how are you both doing? I hope you're both doing well. I am a-okay, still kinda winded from COVID. Like, I tested negative and most of my infection is like gone. But I'm still coughing like a maniac. And if I sound semi-stuffy today, it's because I'm still recovering from COVID. But I felt fit enough to stream today. Perhaps the stream might be shorter today. In case I feel like... I don't have enough energy to go for too long, but... For most part, I am back to streaming. Good, she posted a sorry, symphony with Kraus. Oh, that sounds cool. So, apologies in advance if I talk a little less today or if I constantly cough or like sound like I'm about to cough. Like I said, I'm still unfortunately recovering from COVID. I was meant to start streaming like last week, but last week I was totally knocked out. Like, I could barely move. And I'm still, like, winded in the sense of when I exercise or do too much, or move too much for a day, then I start feeling like shit again. I'm like triple vaxxed, right? And man, COVID sucks ass. It really beats the shit out of you, like, damn. Like, damn, bro, it doesn't mess around. There was a day in which my whole body was in agonizing pain. Like, I didn't have, like, super serious symptoms to go to the hospital or so, but... I was not only coughing, my throat was so swollen, I was drooling, and I could not even lay down because my whole body was hurting from laying down. But I also couldn't sit because sitting hurt too, like, jeez. That was the worst. Very creative, but 2 sprites appear in episode 5. Okay. I am planning to do Umineko sometime at the end of this month or like in August. Like, I have bought the answer arcs already, but since the beginning of my Umineko reading, a bunch of people have commented like I should be using the Umineko project mod specifically to read because it's more of an authentic PS3 console mod, while the one that I've been using, which I've been mostly content with most of the time, is restricted to the engine that the original visual novel is has been ported to on PC. Sorry. was actually planning of doing something chilly for Thursday. So Umideko is sadly off the table because it has too much reading and I don't want to be like coughing all the time while reading. And because I want to try to install this mod, at least I want to attempt before I'm like, yeah, no, I'm using the 7 expansion mod. Christ. Like, I don't have a sore throat or anything of the sort, but the cough that remained after COVID is just so annoying. Like, it's a dry cough. Like, there isn't even like slime coming up or anything. It's just, I'm constantly coughing and I'm like, why? What do you want me to cough for? What are the germs you're trying to get rid of? Anyway, moral of the story, people. Practice social distance. Disinfect your hands often. And please, for the love of God, wear a mask. Like, I know mask mandates have been dropped and whatnot, but please wear your masks. At least in very enclosed spaces or when there's like a bunch of people. If you can, please. I was still wearing a lot of masks. Like, I'm fussy about that sort of thing, and I still got COVID anyway. So I'm like, yeah, okay, please, guys, watch out. This shit sucks. Oh, hi Nana, how you doing? Hello. I was just recounting and apologizing in advance if I'm coughing a lot on stream, because most of my COVID infection has gone. It's just the annoying cough that remained. Thank heck I'm vaxxed. Triple vaxxed, even though it still sucked. Because I think otherwise I would have been in a worse position. And on the bright side, thanks to quarantine, I was able to finish Judgment with my boyfriend. We both had COVID, so we're like, you know what? Since we are stuck and sick, let's just binge Judgment. And I must say, Judgment is very good. Please play Judgment, or like any Yakuza for that matter. I'm no longer asking, it's a threat. It's a threat, play Yakuza. Doesn't sound like a threat when I'm coughing. I'd dehydrate. Huh. For me, COVID was bad. I can get a cold because I will then start coughing really bad and can stop. Now a cold can stay for months. Yeah, oh god, that sucks. I'm sorry, Zehiro. Ah. That was the one positive thing about being quarantined, just binging Judgment. It's such a good game. I implore people to play Yakuza of any kind, or even just Judgment. It's a spin-off, so you don't have to have any knowledge on the Yakuzas beforehand. Also, by the way, Nana, you've probably seen it already, but, Battle Network Collection! I'm so afraid of ending up with COVID due to like negligent customers or some shit. I'm getting heart problems, so I'm afraid of like chronic chest pain I've been hearing. Oh god, I hope that doesn't happen. Crossing my fingers that it doesn't happen. Because I can confirm, as someone who does not have a heart problem, that you do get chest pains, at least from the Omicron variant. Like, not pain outright, more like discomfort, because your joints will hurt and so will your muscles. So I hope you'll be safe. Please be careful, and I hope your customers are not assholes and mask up. Yes, been howling. Yes, oh god, I hope that that I can make more to your Mega Man Mondays, because I've been wanting to watch them for a long time. Now that I work in home office, like on Mondays and Fridays only, I might be able to weasel my sleeping hours a little and try to catch at least a little bit of a Mega Man Monday, because I really want to see it. Thank God my boss is good and listened to when we told him we weren't comfortable taking the plastic barriers down, but sometimes customers are rude and elbow around them. Oh fuck, that sucks. I'm glad that your boss listened to you though. I had to ask my boss yesterday, if I could do home office for the whole week. Because I maybe even tested negative, but I'm still coughing like a maniac, and I didn't want to run the risk of infecting anybody. And thankfully she granted me permission for this week. It only kind of sucks that we don't have home office permanently, or at least by choice. At least for my job. But maybe, hopefully more companies start being like more understanding of their employees. So in that sense, I'm glad your boss was understanding with the plastic barriers. But fuck the customers though. Places that I actually don't understand when mask mandates are down is like airplanes, like airports. Like, isn't that the hotspot for COVID? Which my suspicion is I either got COVID from the airport or from like the supermarket where I live nearby, because they don't mask up here anymore at all and don't practice distancing. Like, my boyfriend and I go to the supermarket and we're the only two who are masked and maintaining distance and whatnot, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, man! It's probably even worse for the cashiers who had the plastic barrier removed for them. That's even worse. I feel bad for them. Not in all supermarkets, it's just the one that's near my home. The other supermarkets that are also close to my home also did at least maintain the plastic barrier. I'm work where I make my roomies some food. I will return. Okay, have a good appetite. My kitchen is right next to my computer though, so if I hear something funny or curse, I'll come running. You'll probably just hear me coughing like a maniac. But yeah, in other news, aside of the COVID that I got, either from vacation or from God knows, from here, from where I live, Other funny stories that happened while I was on vacation. So the plane that I was in, like, we had to switch. We had to have a transfer flight once, me and my boyfriend. And our first flight, which went towards Amsterdam, first off, it was super delayed, like an hour. They left us sitting in the plane. Like, with, the plane wasn't in the air or anything. It was, like, still on the ground. They left us in and they were like, oh, we have, like, an hour delay. But don't leave your seats! And when it finally took off, by God, this plane was the worst I've ever sat in. I swear to God, I thought I was going to die. Because when the airplane lifted, first, it Tokyo drifted. It fucking drifted in the air, like I was flying sideways. I'm not shitting you. I was flying sideways in that plane for like a few seconds. And it constantly like had semi-turbulence or whatever, like it was going like up and down, and I was like, if there's a plane that I will die in, then this is it. And I couldn't stay still because the plane was very shaky and I very much hated it. Aside of it being the plane where nobody was like masking up, because they were like, we don't need masks in the plane. This is like, it's a small plane, but you don't need a mask. But at least to my knowledge, everyone who was aboard wasn't like coughing or sniffing, so who knows. But in any case, my anxiety was through the roof because this plane was shaky, it was drifting, it was flying sideways from time to time. And I couldn't calm down because I was scared out of my life. I couldn't even enjoy the scenery outside. Like, I already have a fear of heights, but normally in airplanes, I'm comfy enough because as soon as I'm in the plane, it feels safe. Because they normally don't shake that much. But this one was. And my boyfriend tried his best to calm me down. I tried my best to calm myself down. But you know what calmed me down? Some kid who was sitting in front of me. I kept looking outside by instinct, but this kid wouldn't stop holding his hand in front of me and covering my eyes whenever I tried to look out. And then he started tickling me. Like, I don't know why, he just felt like it. And normally I get annoyed by stuff like that, right? Because I'm like, wow, don't do that. But I think the kid noticed that I was very distressed and just tried to like lift my mood, and I thought that was extremely sweet. It was very, very, very sweet of the kid. And thanks to the kid tickling me and distracting me, I don't know how old they were, but I would say they were like either a kindergartner or elementary schooler. And that finally calmed me down. And I was able to enjoy the rest of the ride. Although the landing sucked. The landing sucked, but the last 20-30 minutes were kinda okay, thanks to the kid who was like, I'm gonna put this girl in tickle jail. I'm gonna attack her. With covering her eyes and whatnot. Normally I don't deal very well with kids because I get awkward around them, more like in the sense of I don't know how to deal with them. I'm doing my best, but my introvertedness and my autism are like they're like a hell combination. More like because I'm kind of scared that I'll do something wrong and make them cry. Or like that they'll start yelling. But this one was extremely sweet. maybe a bit mischievous, but very sweet. In either case, that was the only good thing in that flight, because afterwards, when my boyfriend and I landed in Amsterdam, because of the 1 hour delay, we missed our flight to Portugal. And they were like, well, go to the transfer desk, which was like at the other end of the airport. And we stood in the queue for like 2 hours just to ask, are there like any other planes today to Portugal? And they were like, no. The only planes left for today go to more transfers. And your next flight to Portugal is like tomorrow at 8 p.m. So we had to stay in Amsterdam overnight. And to this day, the airline has not paid my boyfriend back for the expenses. Which is a very scummy thing for them to do. But yeah, we had to stay overnight in Amsterdam, and we couldn't even enjoy like going to the city or anything because we were anxious and very tired. But the worst part about this overnight stay was they kept our luggage. They didn't give it to us, and I understand why. It was because they could easily put it in the plane, but we were constantly worried that they would not put our luggage in the next plane. And I was pissed because I was already sweating that day because it was hot. And I have a stinky sweat, okay? My sweat is like, it's not putrid, but it stinks. I smell it and I hate it. So in summer I tend to at least switch t-shirts on a daily basis, or like on a shower per shower basis. But this time I was not only super sweaty on my outfit, I couldn't switch. I couldn't switch because I never had something like this happen to me. Like an overnight stay of this length. If it was like, I don't know, until tomorrow, the next morning or so, it would be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I was like, I refuse to stay in stinky clothes until like the next night. Like, we stayed over 24 hours in Amsterdam waiting for our next flight to Portugal. So I was like, I'm going to fly to Portugal stinky. I don't want this. I'm going to stay stinky for the rest of the day, and I don't want this. So I told my boyfriend, like, I refuse to find a hotel without at least getting clean underwear. So that's what I did from the airport. I was like, please, I don't care how expensive this underwear is, just give it to me. I can't be stinky the next day. I need fresh underwear. I would have gotten a pajama too, but then I was like, you know what, fuck it. And clothes, I didn't unfortunately find any, because the clothes that were in the airport were like way outside of my budget. They were like designer clothes and whatnot, and I was like, yeah, well, I can't afford this. So I resigned to being stinky for over 24 hours. And my boyfriend at least had a spare t-shirt, which he offered to me, but I was like, I refuse to be walking in biker shorts for the rest of the day. Well, for tomorrow, so no thanks. I'll remain stinky in my current outfit. But then, yes, we finally made it to Portugal. A day late, which pissed me off because there's this holiday called São João, which is it's some sort of like firework festival by the river, by the rivers and the beaches. which I liked a lot in my childhood. And I really wanted to show it to my boyfriend. But because of the plane delay, we came the day after Songzhuang, and I was like, God damn it. And to our luck, we were all dressed in summer clothes when we arrived, right? No jackets whatsoever. The day we arrive, it's raining. It's raining non-stop, and we arrive at our apartment parched. But thankfully, the rest of the vacation was good. A bit too short. It could have been a bit hotter, so I could have enjoyed more beach days instead of just like one and a failed beach day. But it was good regardless. I hadn't been back in basically my home country in a while. Because I don't live there anymore, but I grew up there, so like it's nice. It was nice seeing my hometown and home country again. But a lot changed since the last time I was there. I hadn't been in Portugal in like 4 years. Or 5 even. And I was prepared to show my boyfriend some of the stuff that I shilled about it. For example, pet shops used to be like, you could look at cats and dogs in normal pet shops every day in Portugal. Now it's been changed so that they have some kind of, what's it called? In German it's called the Tierheim. I don't know what that's called in English. But it's the place where you find cats or dogs to adopt. An animal shelter, I think? It wasn't all too common at the time. Normally at the time you would go into the pet shop, then you were like, I want this dog, and then you buy the dog. But that changed, so we went to like 2 pet shops and there were like no animals in there. I was like, oh no. But we did pass through a pet shop with a groomer, and we managed to see a dog getting groomed, and that was very cute. It was like a giant fluffy dog. And he was very docile while getting groomed. And very sweet. And the other thing that changed is apparently the TV programming. See, Portugal was like the country where I watched a lot of anime on TV. Where I've seen the national treasure, that is the Dragon Ball Z Portuguese dub. And I really wanted to show it, like, let my boyfriend see like 1 episode in full with me on TV. But according to my one of my best friends who still lives in Portugal, she and her boyfriend told me like that they removed like almost every single anime from TV because they felt they were inappropriate and dangerous to children or something like that. And I was like, okay, sure, I can maybe understand why you'd remove Dragon Ball from easy access from a child. Even though at the time when I watched it, they made the dub comedic for the express purpose to not traumatize kids, like to make it more appropriate for kids without having the technology to censor it. Which, when you're small, when you're like making jokes the way you do in the Portuguese Dragon Ball, you kind of don't really process the violence that happens in Dragon Ball Z much. But in hindsight, I can maybe understand why they thought it was inappropriate for smaller kids. But then I was like, okay, maybe they have other anime to watch on TV. No, they have nothing. Like, they removed even animes for children. Like, animes made for children were removed for being inappropriate. And I was like, what? Why? What's inappropriate about them? Like, what's inappropriate about, for example, Ojama Jodoremi, which is like one of the kid-friendliest shows I've ever seen. And I'm rewatching at this moment, by the way. It's amazing. They all, and I'm like, okay. They remove a lot of, only expressively, almost only anime. And I'm like, okay, I understand why a bunch of anime would be censored from TV. Because of fan service and whatnot. But a bunch of these were like, why are you censoring for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Like this old cartoon. Why are you censoring cartoons like why are you censoring cartoons like I don't know, Teen Titans? And others like that, or Powerpuff Girls, or like all these other anime, many which were made for children. And it just turns out they find almost every cartoon inappropriate. Apparently, even Steven Universe got extremely censored in Portugal, which was very sad. Like, why? I haven't watched a lot of Steven Universe. I've only seen episode 1. But I know from general consensus that it's a wonderful cartoon. That's also very educative and progressive for especially for kids. And they censored it because they felt it was inappropriate. And I was like, what's inappropriate about it? I don't get it. So that's the one big change that flashed me in Portugal. I was like, wow, just give back Dragon Ball at least. That's like the Portuguese national treasure. Like, that cartoon is a crowning jewel of an achievement. Come on, put it back. Put it back. Oh my god, Steven Universe got censored in a lot of countries for that shit. It's awful. Oh no. I'm not sure how it's in Germany, because I basically don't even watch German TV anymore. But according to my best friend, she told me that Steven Universe, they also like apparently censored the stuff about Garnet. And I'm like, why? There were confirmed lesbian characters, and some countries tried to delve over and claim one was a man, even though the gens were like genderless. Oh my god, I've heard about this with Ruby, and allegedly I hear that the wedding episode, they put Ruby in the wedding dress precisely because of these censors. I'm not sure if that's true or just a rumor, but if it is, that's a power move. So when these characters got married, the creator deliberately put more masculine in a dress for the wedding. Oh, that's amazing. Power move, much respect. I really need to watch Steven Universe sometime in full. Like, I've been basically spoiled for nearly everything about it already, but I still want to see it. Because I mostly got spoiled because at the time I wasn't aware of like muting features in Twitter or like properly using the blacklist function in Tumblr. So whenever Steven Universe spoilers were like flowing my timeline or on Twitter or like Tumblr, I was like, oh, okay. But I still, like I said, I want to watch the show. I like its aesthetic, I like some of its music, and I like the character designs. it's got one of those really bad fandoms like Undertale that makes it like a hot debate topic, but it's like it progressed a lot. It's not bad at all. Oh, okay. I do hear about how the Steven Universe fandom is like, because at the golden Tumblr age, it was impossible to escape like the discourse about it. But I'm good at enjoying stuff without the fandom knowing. I managed to do it with Danganronpa for like 6 years. I can do it for Steven Universe too. I think that's the only fandom that I've been like actually very cautious about, and that's because of like the reputation it has, or like how easy it was to come across not so pleasant people. So at the time I was like, oh, I'm worried I'll piss off this part of the fandom, and so I left it be and just enjoyed Danganronpa on my lonesome. I did try to get involved with the fandom a little bit through roleplays, like roleplay groups. But because I'm kind of shit at writing canon characters in roleplays, I tended to go for OCs most of the time, and I think I landed in groups in where they were mostly ignored. So it was like, okay, it'd be like that. Unfortunate. Though while I was like a solo roleplay blog, it was fun because the people who wanted to actually come to me came to me. But unfortunately college got in the way and I had to stop doing it. Haven't seen Steven Universe, but the concept of gems I've seen in the Land of the Lustrous. Yeah, I hear Steven Universe gets compared to Land of the Lustrous a lot. I want to watch both. Yeah, the gems in Steven Universe and Land of the Lustrous are kind of similar, but I hear Land of the Lustrous has a lot of suffering, like a lot. The raw ones are infinitely more suffering. I have been spoiled about one in particular, mostly because I like to look at anime figures, and I collect some of them. So I've come across one in particular based off a specific scene, which I won't like describe because I'm not sure who else has watched Land of the Lustrous. I haven't yet, and I know very little context about it aside of that one particular figure that I've seen that looks like a suffering moment to me. Very body horror. Oh boy, I can't wait. I'm all caught up. How is it? Is it more suffering? The anime only has like 12 episodes, right? I'm not, and the manga kept going. Yeah, okay. Is the anime a good adaptation? Because I was thinking of watching the anime. And I hope it gets more. Okay, the manga has been kind of slow going. I see, okay. I might consider watching it at some point then. I'm currently still finishing off stuff that I started a while ago. Like, aside of anime, I still have yet to finish Breaking Bad. I'm like at the last half of the last season, but I haven't continued because I was like, I don't really feel like watching something depressing at the moment. So I have been watching Ojama Jodoremi instead, which is very good. I have seen it in my childhood, but I was like, I want to rewatch a magical girl. I want to watch a magical girl show other than Pretty Cure. And I barely remember how Doremi was like, so I will rewatch it from the start. And I'm really enjoying it. It's a very good show. So when my best friend told me this show was banned and removed from TV in Portugal, I was like, why? This show is one of the very few anime I am not afraid to watch anywhere because of how it's sensitive and kind of mature, to be honest. But it's not like inappropriate. It has good morals and whatnot. And I was like, why was it censored? I don't get it. Oh, I don't go there, but have you seen Tokyo Mew Mew New? I have seen the first episode. I think I watched a few episodes of Tokyo Mew Mew back in the 2000s, where there were so many magical girl shows. So when I saw the new one, the reboot, I was like, I have to see it. It looks great. So I watched the first episode with my boyfriend. He was laughing for most of the time. But I really enjoyed it. I'm excited how the rest of the series will pan out. And I am hoping in this reboot that they don't rush it. I've had my fair share of rushed reboots. And I don't need more. So I'm already filled my quota of rushed reboots for this year. Hey. Hi Steven, how you doing? But in either way, about the Tokyo Mew Mew New, I find it funny how both big magical girl reboots that appeared in recent years, like both Sailor Moon Crystal and Tokyo Mew Mew New, that they both have the same composer. Like, I was watching the first episode and I was like, I know this soundtrack style like the back of my hand, and sure enough, I get to the transformation sequence and I'm like, it's Yasuhiro Takahashi. I've lately only been seeing him in magical girl shows, which good for him. Magical girl shows deserve to have a banger soundtrack, and he delivers. But yeah, Doremi has been the show that I've been rewatching as of late for something more lighthearted. But I finished watching Yaboy Konming, which is also a great show, like to unwind. It's very fun. I like it. Hey, you stay longer next time. When capitalism lets me, I will. I love that show. Yes, Yaboy Konming was so good. I hope they make more seasons. And bring a boyfriend. Sure. He's coming with me regardless if I say yes or no. He's always going to be around me now. Because I want him to be around me all the time. I still need to watch that. Oh god, please watch it. It's like only 12 episodes, but it's fun. The OP is a cover from a Hungary song. I hear that. I've heard that, and I need to hear the original song yet, but the OP is banger. Good song. Good dance, good animation. That's how I found it, actually. YouTube recommended me the opening at random, and I saw it, and I was like, hey, this shit slaps. I want to see it. Bring your BF. We talked so little. Yeah, I'll bring him next time, and hopefully I can stay like for 2 weeks in Portugal. Oh yeah, since you're talking about anime, few questions for you. Go ahead. Noah Zero, I have not seen it. I have heard of it, but I haven't watched it. Mostly because I haven't been interested in it. It's good. I've heard it's good. Maybe someday I'll watch it. I want to read Berserk, though. I hear Noah Zero is like mecha or something. I'm usually not really interested in mecha, but let's see. Maybe someday. And 86, I have never heard of 86. What is that? Oh lordy lord. I barely watch anime nowadays. This season was like an exception this year. Like most anime don't really interest me anymore. I tend to now just catch up to old stuff or watch something other than anime. Like, but this season has had a few bangers that I really enjoy. My Dress Up Darling is great. I really enjoyed that show, in spite of everything. I have watched Shikimori Is Not Just a Cutie, which is also very cute to unwind. I have binged all of Kaguya-sama Love is War with my boyfriend, and we've seen the new season 2, which is a banger. Kaguya-sama is amazing. Then, let's see, what have we watched too? We have watched, what's it called? Spy X Family. Everybody and their moms has watched Spy X Family, and it's a great show. I love it. Anya's great. Yor is great. Lloyd is good. I love that show. I can't keep up with new stuff like I used to. Me neither, Nana. I feel you. There's just too much anime and very little time. And very little that's actually like interesting to me. Like the only new anime I've seen recently is Spy X Family. Same. I've only like started taking like Sundays to watch anime with my boyfriend, and it's usually like just 3 or 4. This season had Overlord. I have not started watching Overlord, so very little that I can say about it. Can't believe you got Class of the Elite and Devil is a Part-Timer. Devil is a Part-Timer is an anime I wanted to watch sometime, but never got to it. I considered reading the light novel. I hope with Tokyo Mew Mew New we get more magical girl shows. Right, the only other anime that I've seen recently is the Shaman King remake, which... it was alright. It was alright. And when I say alright, I say it with like begrudgingly. It was way too rushed for me. Although I did... in some episodes I did really enjoy. Mostly the X-Laws ones. But the rest I was like, oh my god, it's so rushed, I'm in pain. OG was better by a lot. Yes, because the OG at least had a lot of love and better pacing. But I hope the remake makes people read the manga, which is a lot better than the remake makes people think. Then, what was there that I watched as well? Oh yeah, that was last year though. Higurashi Go and Sotsu. Go was good. Sotsu is a can of worms that I talked about already. Go was alright. Sotsu? What's that? I don't know her. Or just watch the old one. Yeah, you can just watch the old one, but I would definitely recommend the manga. Like, the remake cut out a lot from the original manga, which is a good one. It's not, like, perfect, but it's good. I lamented the lack of fluff dialogue that they removed. That's, like, pretty much the heart and soul of Shaman King. Like, come on. We all expected something from Sotsu, but we only got a tease. We did! I started reading Meguri though a while ago. I have to catch up though. But it's the Sotsu that we deserved. Meguri had like all the things that I was missing. I'm not sure how the current arc is going. I have yet to finish Sato Kawashi and Meguri, but the chapters that I did read, I was like, why wasn't this in the anime? I was burned by Sotsu, but at least the music, the opening songs were banger. More money from manga, yes! A friend and I are hoping that Sotsu, or more like Meguri, and Go get like a visual novel adaptation. Like, so that we have more content in general. And have like Ryukishi's vision unaltered or anything, or without bullet points. But the manga seems to be handling the job well, so... crossing my fingers. Now with all these reboots, I am wondering if they'll ever try to tackle Umineko again. I'm kinda scared if they do. like I said, my first introduction to Umineko was actually the anime, and I thought it kind of sucked. And speaking of like visual novel and game adaptations, I have not yet played Shenmue, but I had considered watching the anime. I'm pondering if I should. Like, watch as an introduction material for the game. Or if I should just play the game pronto. But this also made me wonder if they'll ever tackle Yakuza as an anime or of the sort. I hope not. Unless it's like, I'm not sure how I'd feel about the Yakuza anime. I'd be scared, actually. I already feel like Yakuza is good as is, as a game, and everybody should like, try to experience it as is. I could not handle a bad Yakuza adaptation at all. I would be seething in rage. And like the majority of the game is cutscenes already, with stellar gameplay in between. Sorry. So I'm like, is there like any reason to adapt Yakuza into an animated medium? I wouldn't be opposed to a try, it's just I'd be scared of them fucking it up. I met another artist like you, we play PSO2 in the same group. What's PSO2? But cool. It's a game. Okay. MMORPG. Oh, okay. I'm completely out of the loop when it comes to MMORPGs. Mostly because I don't play any anymore, at least. I don't have time for that. I have to pay my bills. Or more like, I haven't really seen any that really interests me. When it's games, the thing that has me by the throat at the moment is Yakuza and Umineko. And with Umineko, I have to hold back. Because I can't read it offline. I have to read it on stream only. It's not my PC, is it? Hold up, something smells burnt. Okay, it's not my PC. Thank fuck. Probably someone grilling outside or something. I can show you the work they did for my last birthday. It's based on my at the time character. Oh, cool! But yeah, where was I? Okay, so yeah, the games that have me at the throat at the moment, when I do play games outside work, it's Umineko and Yakuza games. I have a permanent Yakuza brain rot. I show him your work. He's a big fan of your style. Oh, thanks. That makes me happy to hear. Even though recently I'm not able to make as much content and art as I used to before because of my current job. Not that I'm not allowed or anything, it's just that I don't have as much time or energy. Most of the time, the art streams that I do are like are actually part of the very little time I have to draw content. So when I do art streams, most of the time, that's the only time I'm drawing, actually. Well, you did start that as a hobby. I did start it as a hobby, yeah. But it's my career now. I mean, I work full-time as a game Fuck. I work full-time as a game artist, so... I draw for a living, too. And, I hope that I can switch to freelancing someday. That's my main goal at the moment. So that I can draw more content that I can actually post. And that's actually part of my, like, projects and the, like... I already draw a significant amount at work. More like I paint more than I draw. But I produce a lot of art for my job. It's just that it's either, you know, NDA, I can post it, or it's like completely irrelevant to what I draw on my free time anyway. And my page is as consistent as this. I actually prefer it that way because I don't like to talk about, like, my job outside, like, in my social media. Mostly because I prefer to leave that private. Just for privacy reasons. And so that I can keep, like, my content completely separate from my job. Oh god! Sorry. I'm dying. Oh, hi zombie, how you doing? Wow, you came in just as I was coughing. How you doing? Keep that out of our religious Minecraft server. I have to keep a lot of things out of my religious family. I just got back home. I got some sun rays. Oh, that's nice. Is it hot where you are? Like... Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, I'm still coughing a lot. I already said it sometime at the start of the stream, but the reason I'm coughing so much is because I'm still recovering from COVID. I don't have a fever or anything anymore, and my throat doesn't, like, hurt. But I'm still coughing a lot for some reason. I was hanging out with my therapy dog to get some booba tea. She'd never tried it before. Sorry, boba tea, not booba tea. Yes. I'm getting some tea. But yeah, boba tea is good. I hope your therapist enjoyed it. Here is almost 40 degrees, believe it or not. Oh, Jesus. Here it's like 23. But the air here is like humid, so when it's hot, it's awful. No winds or anything. You just are in a permanent oven. I meant Booba. I meant to say Papa. I meant to say Mama too, but I read it as Booba. Hey, listen. Nobody's against getting some Booba. Booba good. I'm dying, send the paramedics. I can't help you. I can send you a bucket of glass, ice and glasses though. And in that bucket of ice and some glasses to drink the melted ice from, or like splash yourself with it, I'm gonna send a copy of Yakuza 0 because... Play it. Just play it. I have become a living Yakuza propaganda. Like, if I were to go to church, I'd be like, have you heard of your Lord and Savior Yakuza games, Ryuga Gotoku? I'm almost done with every single Yakuza game in existence, and I am suffering. Every time I finish a Yakuza game or like a Yakuza spin-off, I feel Yakuza withdrawal. But at least I still have like something to look forward to. Like when I finished all mainline Yakuzas, I was like, okay, now it's Judgment time. Now my boyfriend and I finished Judgment and we have only Lost Judgment left, and I'm like, I don't want to experience Judgment withdrawal on top. I hope they make more good Judgment games. Don't send it inside the bucket because, you know, ice melts and all that. Kiryu will not be faced by ice. Not either melted ice. He is the Damedane guy after all. Let's see, what do I have left for Ryuga Gotoku games, like Yakuza spin-offs? So, I have Lost Judgment to play. Then I have the Fist of the North Star spin-off, which was actually my first exposure to a Yakuza-style game. See, there was a Gamescom I was in as a visitor while I was studying game art, and I didn't really have any games that I was interested in standing line for, aside of like, I don't know, the DBFC exhibition matches in which I would just go in to beat people in and just to take the prizes and run. Yeah, there weren't really any other games I was interested in standing line for in Gamescom, but then I came through the Fist of the North Star booth, the Lost Paradise one, and I was like, you know what, just to kill time, I'm gonna go in and check it out, because Fist of the North Star is fun. At least I actually haven't started watching Fist of the North Star until like last year, so my only knowledge of Fist of the North Star at the time was Omae wa mou shindeiru. So I played the demo of the Fist of the North Star game and I really loved it. It was a lot of fun. But at the time I had no clue it was made by the same people who made Yakuza, so my thought was like, oh, it's a cool beat-em-up game for Fist of the North Star. And then I got into Yakuza thanks to my boyfriend, which, thanks for that brain rot, bae. And I was like, wait a minute, this is familiar. And then he was like, yo, yeah, there was like a Fist of the North Star spin-off. And I was like, what? Actually? For real? So that's one of the games I still have to play in full. Since the Gamescom demo, I have not touched it. but it's here in my home. Then I have Yakuza Dead Souls. And then I have all Yakuza games. There's like Kuro Ryu for the PSP, but I don't really feel like playing those. At least not until it's like inaccessible. Oh, hello Bartix, how you doing? The strawberry shitpost made me cry. Can't believe you can shitpost Fist of the North Star that way. I have seen a few episodes of Fist of the North Star, and I must say, I really love the campiness. Twinkle just kind of hanging around. Oh, good to hear. Where's... Okay, there we go. I'm lost in my line arts. I got the live action movie of Fist of the North Star. It's really bad. Oh no, there's a Fist of the North Star live action movie? That's news to me. I hear the Yakuza 1, like Yakuza Kiwami, also got a real life adaptation movie, and I'm not sure if I should ever watch it. My boyfriend was like, don't watch it. So I decided to trust his word. But who knows, someday I'll be drunk and I'll be like, hey, you know what, let's watch the live action Yakuza. He's right, you know. Oh god, there's only one exploding head and it's the funniest part in the movie. Oh jeez, I don't even want to imagine. I can't believe you do not know what a mukbang is, Martix. I'm still laughing at the post. What? I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Context? What? What do you mean you don't know what a mukbang is? Sorry, mukbang. I pronounced it wrong. My friend posted a new Kirby trailer. Uh-huh. The only good part of the movie is it? Because Yatter does the atatata part of the goon, but it's so poked. Oh no. You guys are scaring me. I posted a gif of by the Kirby trailer. Oh, okay. He posted a gif of a girl eating Bigfoot because of the trailer. Oh, okay. I see. I see. Well, that's a way to find out what a mukbang is. I said mukbang ASMR and he said, what is a mukbang? Oh man. Oh my god. I'm like thinking you posted a GIF related to it, so I was laughing. And the GIF I searched was under beating, and it was someone doing a mukbang, and I never heard what a mukbang was. Go back to your poopa selfie. Oh man, that's one way to find out. Can a new Pokemon game coming up? Can't wait to beat you up with a Butterfree again. Oh man, I don't even play Pokemon competitively anymore at all, so chances you could beat me with a Caterpillar. The only games I still play somewhat competitively is the BFC. And I only say somewhat because I mostly started seeing DBFZ as a party game. Which, speaking of, I'm so happy that Ratku got some buffs. I can just la 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 without any worries anymore. And he has new salsa, which is nice. Love being able to 3S into easy rejump. I'm still crying because he got an answer by the gift. Oh no. Caterpillar KO, let's go. Oh, thanks for the resubscribing, Ed. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're a-okay. How's the how's the batteries going? Team I used last time was something I came up at the moment with your brother last time, just for the lulz. Oh, okay, the Pokemon team. I thought you were talking about DBFZ and I was like, since when do you play DBFZ? Throw my head back to the point and laugh at part. I have to catch up to this in the server. I haven't looked since I was on vacation, so there's a lot I have to catch up to. Technically, I was gone for 3 weeks, wasn't I? Because it was the vacation in Portugal, and then it was, you know, the 1 week I was totally knocked out from COVID. It was the other Discord. Oh, okay. I see. Just witnessed electrical fireball this morning. You know it's gonna be an interesting day. Jiren farted. Oh, fucking Jiren. Thanks. Thanks, Jiren. Absolutely no filter for this alien man. I think I'm by that game just to play, just to beat you up. Good luck with that. If you learned how to do bombos and how to le properly, then sure thing. It was when is the new DBS movie coming to the West? I hear it's coming where I live in August. So like sometime next month. But I've been spoiled about the new forms because the trailers were like, let's reveal everything, and I was like, oh. But I won't say anything because I don't want to spoil it for anyone else, just because Toei decided to be like, I'm gonna spoil everything for you. With a single thumbnail. Trailers, they spoil everything. They do. I rarely watch trailers nowadays exactly because of this, but for Dragon Ball Super I was like, okay, I'll watch it. I mean, it's Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball. What? It's not like there's any like big plot relevancies or anything. I'd be shocked if they suddenly decide to toss in Jiren in the trailer. Or like in the movie in general, like just like that. I'd have a field day. Not even sure if it's gonna play in my cinemas. Oh, I hope it does. And if it does, that it's on like a decent quality. You know Goku's gonna power up again. So no spoiler there. I mean, Goku isn't really in the movie. He's just like in a cameo or something. But same thing, just with a different character, you know? When you see a Dragon Ball movie, chances are one of the characters will power up. Normally. Not always. The old DBZ movies weren't like that, actually. Like, I love the original Broly movie, for instance, like the Legendary Super Saiyan. I think that's the DBZ movie that I watched the most in my youth. And I would like to rewatch it sometime. I really liked it a lot. But the Super movie for Broly is also good. But there's a charm on that legendary Super Saiyan movie. I just like the concept of the original Broly a lot. I like that he is basically a representative of what the Saiyans are actually meant to be. And that he is actually the legendary Super Saiyan and not Goku, you know? I like that because... See, the mystique of the legendary Super Saiyan gets like washed off when everybody and their mom start turning into Super Saiyan, right? But I feel like with Broly, they kinda managed to like save the mystique of the legendary Super Saiyan legend a little. And I like that it was like a villain who had that title and not Goku. That's the only thing I really like from the Broly original concept, aside of his design and lines as well. I like both Brolys for that matter. It's just that the original Broly had something of a charm that I don't really see in villains anymore. I feel like he's one of the very few villains who was actually straight up demonic if you think about it. Like, I know there's actual demons in Dragon Ball, but something about Broly is just satanic. Truly unhinged man. He just wants to cause violence. But the new Broly is good too. He's like a Tarzan. He's basically a Tarzan Saiyan. It's very cute. Original Broly is what happens when you piss off the Hulk. Yeah, pretty much. I think that's a good description of him. I think I'm gonna just redraw the hand and the plate. Something doesn't feel right to me. But I think that's pretty much it. That's all I can say about the original Broly. I liked the first movie. The second movie was decent. It was a-okay. Though not that great for Broly, to be honest. It was just good for everything else, just like the visuals. But like, Bio Broly is like, who? I don't know her. I haven't seen the original Broly movie, but I saw the abridged one. I actually completely forgot the abridged movie because at the time it didn't really jive with me in humor-wise, but I think I might try to rewatch it again. The original Broly movie is decent. It's pretty good. I actually liked it. I mean, don't expect any deep backstories for Broly. The abridged one was pretty on point on that matter. It's just nonsense. Or at least they didn't properly use his potential as they could have. Sorry. Let's see. What other DBZ movies did I like as well, other than the original Dragon Ball movie? I love Fusion Reborn a lot. There's like parts that are very outdated, but specifically just the Trunks and Goten part are kinda outdated. But everything else in Fusion Reborn is just a party. I love it. I have to see all the Dragon Ball movies in Portuguese though. I have only seen them like in English when I was younger because I think the Dragon Ball movies at the time when I still used to live in Portugal were VHS only and I never found them. So literally every Dragon Ball movie I've seen only in English. Except I think the GT movie I watched in both English and Japanese, but all others I have only seen in English. But I want to see them in Portuguese because the Dragon Ball Portuguese dub is like my favorite thing in the world. I will die on a hill for that dub. Ultra Instinct Kaioken Super Saiyan God. Rowing the boat goat duck eyebrowless level 9001. Fart Master God of Facebook Rainbow Super Extra Ultra Rare Golden Goku with extra cheese. Buy him now in the VFZ. He's probably better than Ultra Instinct Goku. With now extra cheese combos. Pokemon fun fact for you, did you know you can troll people in ranked matches with an Arcanine? No, I did not, because I never really did ranked matches with Pokemon. Do people actually like Baby Trunks and Goten? I do. I kinda like them. At least because in the Portuguese dub, they are just little gremlins. And the Portuguese dub people went absolutely unhinged with them. I unironically like Gotenks too. I don't know how they are in the English dub, aside of like in the movies. So maybe they come across a little bit different, depending on the dub. But in the Portuguese dub, literally everyone is likable. Because they're just going off the rails. I remember in the Portuguese dub they made Gotenks somehow a bigger gremlin than he is. That's the power of not having a script in a dub. Like, okay, so I don't know if you know the people on the stream aside of like my regulars or that I talk to regularly, if you know that the Portuguese Dragon Ball dub was basically the original abridged. The script is not faithful at all. Like, it's a comedy show. They ad-libbed everything. They didn't get a script for anything. They got like rough bullet points for the saga and the arc, and then they were like, okay, go feral, guys. Like, they got the episodes and they had to like dub from there. I think they like translated a few parts from the French dub, from what I understood. But everything else, most of it is just ad-libbed. Like, the Ginyu Force in the Portuguese dub is the best thing that ever happened to me in my life, and I'm glad that I was born just to see that. Like, the Ginyu Force in Portuguese, first off, Ginyu has the voice of, well, he screams like this. And he talks very effeminate. All the Ginyu Force members love to do tea parties as well. And they threaten Goldo into not inviting him for tea parties anymore if he doesn't kill the kids. And it's like the worst thing that ever gets told to him. He's like, no, please, don't uninvite me from the tea parties. Kid Buu sings like parodies of Portuguese songs that were popular in the radio in the 90s at the time, which is amazing. They break the fourth wall all the time. Like, there's a time in which Goku tells a little villain in the Portuguese dub, like, this idiot doesn't know that the show is going to end in 67 episodes. There's a video from Masako X, like the guy who did the Goku's voice in the Dragon Ball Abridged, where he goes over the Portuguese Dragon Ball dub and the clips have subs. as well. It's a pretty interesting listen, if you're curious. I definitely recommend that video. Oh, I did the arm wrong. Heck! This is what happens when I jump into a sketch I haven't looked at for 3 weeks. Faramay, thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. That little hacker can just take hits and keep on weakening all other Pokemon. Because Ken got typeless and aka zero weakness. Oh, okay. Don't forget the Sig Noticias reference, which was like all the time. He sounds like Queen from Deltarune. Yes, that's the best way to describe how Genius sounds like in the Portuguese dub. He literally sounds exactly like her. But better. I could have sworn when I heard Queen laugh, or like anything about her, I was like, wait a minute. Is this like a genuine Portuguese dub audio sample? You guys revisit work in progresses? I do! I have to revisit work in progresses often because oftentimes after work or like in a day, I only have time to sketch and work on stuff bit by bit. So it would be like that. Most of the time I try to leave my work in progresses lined so that I don't get lost. Like I am over here now. I can't tell. Oh my god, this is wrong too. Oh no. I need to remove the sketch. Otherwise I'll get more confused. Right, okay, I see what the problem is. I haven't drawn in a while, so sorry if I draw a little bit janky today. Like, I am back to painting in my job, but I haven't really, like, drawn something and lined something in a while. Last time was, like, 3 weeks ago. Sorry, 2. While I was stuck in Amsterdam for like, a day, I doodled a little bit on my Samsung tablet. Once I played Mermaid from PSO2 and took the Arcanine for that one for the walls, and he was like, "You kidding me? I have 3 water types and bring up the Arcanine." Listen, sometimes it works. The tank adds to the flavor. Good, okay, I'm glad about that. Oh, I forgot the glasses. What layer is this? It's an empty one. I think I'm gonna get a sunglasses reference. I haven't drawn them in a while. Flip them. No, actually, I think I prefer these. Oh god, these sunglasses are chunky. Okay, but this will do. I've had like this one particular track from Judgment playing on loop this whole time for like an hour straight. And I find that funny because when I was talking about Judgment with my boyfriend, I was like, okay, I don't think the soundtrack in Judgment is that, like, good. It's not bad, it's just that I was like, I don't know, I've heard better. And now when I listen to it, I find myself enjoying the tracks that are more of the side game stuff. And some of the tracks even grew more on me because they're, this last weekend, my boyfriend and I, since we finished Judgment and we still had some subquests left, we decided to complete them all, so we had a lot of side content to finish. And in that way, we also did more of the mini-games. And I don't know, those mini-games and side quests, Yagami kind of has grown more on me as a protagonist. I like him already in the main story, but I think most people who play Judgment can agree that they'll probably be more invested in Kaito from the get-go. Like, he's Kaito's appearance in Judgment is amazing. How he introduces himself. I won't spoil it for anybody, I'll just say it was great. But it had a very very specific kind of German energy in it. Oh, posture check. Thank you. You were right. I was hunched over. Okay, I'm sitting straight now. Thank you for the posture check, Ed. And you was like, does that thing even die? Easy win? I will never play you, you annoying piece of trash. Oh my god, that's a lot of salt. I still like to take jabs at him for that from time to time. Oh boy. That sounded like a salt statement from him. Anyway, back to Judgment. Like I said, Kaito is like the character that when you start Judgment, you're like, I love him. Probably. He has that oath charm, and Yagami is at the start is more like a character where you're like, yeah, I've seen this character before. If you have seen noir movies or crime drama movies or anything of the sort. But eventually he grew more on me, mostly because his actor does a lot for him as a character, and the side stuff kind of brings out his character a little bit more, and I like that. I wasn't expecting to like Yagami as much as I did towards the end. But obviously I still like Kaito more, but Yagami and Kaito are an extremely good duo. I like them a lot. And I can't wait to see where they take his character, both of them, in Lost Judgment. And if there's more Judgment games in the future, which I hope to God there will be, I'm curious what they'll do with their characters. I desperately need Kaito and Ichiban to meet. I desperately need that, but I'm not sure if Ryuga Gotoku Studios will ever make that happen. But if it happens, I can die happy. There's a lot I can say about Judgment in particular as a game, but a lot of it I think I will refrain from because it's spoilery talk. But at least I can say, if you've ever been curious about Yakuza games, but are intimidated by the length of the mainline games, then you can try Judgment to see if it's something that you jive with. Although Judgment is one of the very few games in which they use their own engine, the Dragon engine. Which so far, the Dragon engine has only been used so far for Yakuza 6, Yakuza Kiwami 2, and Judgment and Lost Judgment, if I recall. Oh, and Yakuza 7. But 7 has a very different playstyle, right? So technically, the only games you'll see Dragon engine used for the beat-em-up style is just the Judgment games and Kiwami 2 and 6. So basically, if you want like to dab in the whole Yakuza world and whatnot and the gameplay without having to start with any of the 8 games from the main line, then I can recommend Judgment. The only problem about the recommendation for Judgment in particular is, well, it's console only. It's not on Steam as of now, at least. I hear the studio that the actor for Yagami works in doesn't want to give permission to publish the games on Steam as of now, but who knows, maybe Takayuki can like change their minds. Let's see. I hope Sega and that studio can come to an agreement in some way, or more like Ryuga Gotoku Studios, not Sega in particular. Because it will be very sad if they don't make more Judgment games because of that disagreement. But who knows, maybe they'll make more spin-off games in the future. There's a lot of potential that you can do with that engine. And they have built the engine and the assets so that they can reuse them a lot. And thus like make workflow a little bit more seamless because of that, which is very smart of them to do. Let's see what the future holds. At least it's not Yakuza 2.8 final mix. Oh god, you are right about that. I'd be scared if that were the case. By god, thank heck all Yakuza games are... Technically you can start and finish with that title and not worry about anything else. Oh yeah, speaking of Sega, PSO2, it's a Sega game. Oh okay, I wasn't aware of that. Oh, it's getting dark over here. If my model starts like jiggling a little bit, aside of when I cough, just another thing that I'm warning in advance. The light bulb in my room, I think, burned out. So I'm only running on the table lamp right now. So if it gets dark and my capturing gets a little bit janky because of that, it's because the lamp in my room has gone poof. I relate to the light bulb. Oh man, that's so very unfortunate. After what I see, what happened on your side, then holy shit. I think you are like the light bulb times 150. Phantasy Star Online. Oh, so that's what PSO2 means. Okay, I've heard of Phantasy Star Online before. Sorry. Okay, no! That's not what I wanted. I feel like a chair reference that I can use in 3D. I guess not. I'll live. I'll live somehow. That's okay. At least my passion didn't went up in flames. Eh! Oh god. Good one. Thank fuck your passion didn't go up in flames. Can't imagine you're just drawing and all of a sudden the PC or the tablet or whatever just go boom. Which is something I have mildly experienced before with an old PC. Where like, an old PC I had, I went to school and someone turned on my PC while I was gone. I'm not sure why. And when I came back from school, the PC smelled horribly burned. Like something burned through completely and I lost a bunch of shit. Like I had backed up a lot, it's just that some of the more recent stuff that I lost were in there. This was like many years ago, so it's like none of the art files that I have recently or whatnot. Which, speaking of which, I feel like my potato PC might be meeting its end sometime soon. So I should back up everything before something happens. PC be like, I'm out. PC has enough of their bullshit. This PC for sure is having enough of my bullshit for now. Like, I tried running DBFC a few weeks before my vacation, and DBFC was just not running. By no circumstances. I love drawing Beato being just unhinged. There's... Beato and unhingedness is a wonderful combination. Love this woman. Relatable face for when I open the Pikachu.com. What? A Pixibu, I get it. Now I get it. Oh yeah, that's my face too when I open the Pixibu or the other TL. The other side. Well, I guess take a wild guess. For the culture. Yeah. Sometimes you just require different sites to cultivate your tastes and your, you know. Me and the homies love culture. Hell yeah, let's go. Culture is always appreciated. I feel you guys are men of culture as well. Yes. Oh boy. There's something I was thinking about the other day. When I was trying to decide for what games I would start doing for my schedule this month. Like, I initially, because I'm still recovering from COVID, I was thinking about doing a relaxing game that doesn't require too much reading, like Umineko. Especially because I haven't finished preparing, like, the answer arcs. I still have to yet, like, prepare the modded version for streams. So I was like, I'll leave Umineko for when I'm, like, fully recovered. Or at least not coughing as much as I am right now. So I was like, okay, but I want to still play something relaxing, and well, most of the relaxing games I wanted to play or like replay, I could not because I don't have a capture card, which wink wink wonk wonk I am doing a donation goal for at this moment, in which I'm still probably going to use money from my own pockets, but any help to get a capture card is very much appreciated and will accelerate the process of me getting one. Because let's say if I buy a capture card like now, I'll have like no money for any leisure or like a lot of things in this month. I'm already having to take my cat to the vet later this week to like do an allergy test of sorts. But like, there's like no rush or anything. Like, one of the games I wanted to play for relaxing on Thursday was either Animal Crossing or Cotton Reboot, or which I haven't started yet, by the way. Like, any of the retro games that I have right now that I can capture via my Retro Freak. Because I now have a setup for retro games that I can easily capture in. Without having to run the risk of cough cough or other gray zones. Yeah, or I was going to do Yakuza 0 because I do own both game on console and Steam, but I'm not confident my potato PC can handle Yakuza 0 at the same time, since it can't even run DBFC except on very low quality while on Steam. Sorry, stream. Sell help. Why does it stay hydrated? Thank you. I didn't even hear the sell hello. Are the redeems working? Hold on, let me try myself. Oh, they are. They're just very quiet. Hold on. Is the volume mixer like low? No, it's on maximum. Oh, I think my headphones are the ones that are quiet right now. There we go. I can listen better now. Sorry. Unpacking. I didn't buy unpacking because I was like, I'm probably gonna have to talk a lot in unpacking. Or because I was like, I'm not sure. I feel like I can finish this game in like 1 or 2 sittings. So I thought maybe another time. But in the end of the day, I already ended up deciding what I'll do this Thursday. And I'll be doing the Eve remake, which was my original plan for Jump King last week. The last time I streamed. Which, by the way, Jump King is off the table. I'm not going to stream Jump King anymore. I really didn't enjoy the last stream. It was actually genuinely very annoying. So my thought is like, no more Jump King for the time being. I want to play things that are actually fun for me. But the only reason I didn't do the Eve remake in place of Jump King at the time was when I made the schedule, like, way in advance. Eve was still only out in Japanese. And was like, well, I can't really read Japanese well, so I guess I'll do Jump King instead. And then, like, the day before I did Jump King on stream, the remake got the English release, and I was like, well, shit, now I have to do Jump King. I will get the game myself and avenge you. I will let you know how it goes when I get an opening, of course. Oh my god. Well, and you'll have a long adventure in Jump King and have fun with it. But gosh, yes, when I finally get my capture card, a bunch of new games will become like a possibility for me. I'm probably going to make it a collaborative effort to get it. Like, I'm gonna do commissions sometime at the end of this month or in August. The prices are already up, but I might change some of them before I actually open them. It's just that they were going to be open like this month already. It's just the problem was I have an appointment with the tax advisor because I have to check how to handle them while I'm still on my full-time job. I don't want to mess up anything. And I was going to ask what I'm supposed to do, but the problem is because of COVID, I had to like delay this appointment to like the end of the month, so I might have to wait until August to open them. So yeah, I'm probably going to combine commissions plus donations on coffee and my own pocket to get the capture card, if anything. But depending how much money I'll have to chuck out from my own pockets, it might depend what capture card I can get with that money, or I might take a little longer. Because the initial capture card I was going to get, like a somewhat older Elgato, unfortunately is all out of stock. So the only ones I have left is the HD60S Plus and and the newest X. So technically I can't really go for the initial plan that I wanted. I wanted to get just the HD60 S normal. But like I said, out of stock, so the only ones available are the 60S Plus, which costs like a bit more, and the newest X. So gonna have to hustle a little bit more to get it. But once I do get a capture card, stuff will be so much better. I have been aching to do Yakuza streams for a while, because I really feel like replaying some of the games, especially 0 and 7. For 7 I even have a very special run in the works. I have begun working on some assets. It's going to be like my first big event, long event special stream that I want special stuff prepared for. But I need a capture card just in case, because I'm not sure if I can replace my current PC anytime soon because of how costly it is. I'm hoping that when I do taxes and get tax returns that I'll be able to afford a newer PC at least, because then if my newer PC, if I'm able to get one, can stream higher resolution games like Yakuza 0, I can play Yakuza 0 without having to use a capture card. 7, I think I'll prefer to run on a capture card just in case. Preferably, I like to do 0 on a capture card too, because of I already have save states there, and I'm not sure if, like, you know, if they affect a newer gameplay, or if I'll do like a premium adventure or something. The other thing that I wanted the capture card a lot for was I got a Retro Freak for Christmas from my dad last year, which is something that I was saving for initially, because I want to do a lot of retro games. But the thing is that a bunch of the retro games I want to do are either on the Switch Online store, like the online subscription thingy, which is unfortunate. A lot are third-party games that never got like a re-release, like the Sailor Moon games, so it's like, ah fuck, I need a capture card for those. And I was researching what can I do to make like capturing retro games easier. And then I saw someone recommending the Retro Freak and the Retron 5. So I did my research on both those consoles, and then I found that the Retro Freak gives me a lot of options. So I was saving for that initially, but then my dad surprised it with me on Christmas. The great thing about the Retro Freak is like, it's like an official console actually that was released in Japan. Just like the Retron 5. It's basically like a console that will kind of emulate things for you out of actual cartridges that you have. And you can also use like patches, so more easily. So say you want to play like a Japanese exclusive SNES game but you don't know how to patch it. The Retro Freak makes it very easy to patch those things. And I've been dying to play like the Sailor Moon Another Story, like the RPG game for Sailor Moon. But it's impossible to do it if I do it in Japanese, so the Retro Freak will allow me to do it in English. Kaizo Mario console, let's go! Oh god, no. He's a Minecraft streamer past the word, y'all. Oh no, that makes me think I should do a Minecraft stream someday. Sailor Moon fighting game is fair and balanced. Yes, it is. It's great. It's a lot of fun. Sailor Uranus? Totally fair character. Doing full screen SPDs? Totally fair. She needs it. Alright, there we go. I finished the line art, even if it's a little bit janky. Now I just have to clean it up. There we go. Give one of them a chancla? Fair and balanced. The chancla is the best weapon you could ever get. It's totally the most balanced one you could ask for in a fighting game. So much so, I gave my Sancho character a chancla when she's disarmed. She will simply pull off her sandal and beat you. And I thought of making it like a sort of a running gag that it does big damage. Like, say, like, you know how Darlie can punch you like half life away or something if she hits you disarmed? I was thinking like, hey, for my character, maybe it's the same will apply because she hits you with the chancla. And it's like so humiliating that the characters just lose like half a life. Instant death. Because, you know, there's nothing more painful than getting hit by the chancla. I actually remember getting an RPG Maker sandbox game I made and gave them a chancla melee weapon. Sprite and all back and cool, like, I love RPG Maker, man. Speaking of RPG Maker, you are right. That sounds amazing. And I definitely need to play like more RPG Maker games, which I will this Thursday already. With the Eve remake, which is very exciting to me because I've been looking forward to this remake since I've discovered it was happening. Eve was one of the very few RPG Maker games that I actually played fully on my own. A lot of the RPG Maker games that are horror-like that I know, I was too chicken to finish them by my own, so I always watched a lot of like Let's Plays and live streams of them. I think Witch's House was one of the very few I got close to finishing with like my best friend, but we never like made it to the end. I'm not sure if I'll play the remake, like the MV, because Witch's House is legitimately one of the scariest fucking games. I think like Eve was one of the very few that I finished because it wasn't too scary. Like, the funny thing about Witch's House is that Okay, I am chicken from the get-go, but the atmosphere in which this house is so well made that I got very spooked. It's one of those games where the jump scares are extremely well placed. They also make it very easy for you to get like the anxiety. The other RPG Maker game I have tried playing but never finished because I was too chicken to do so was Mad Father. Like, I went into the kitchen and the exact moment I was like, nope, was the time I went to the kitchen and the dog was eating and I was like, no, 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 I don't want to get attacked by the dog. I have Contra 3 war flashbacks. From attacking dogs. There's something about when you play a retro game or like an older game that if a dog is like eating or chilling in the background and suddenly like next frame they're looking at you and runs at you, it's like some of the scariest shit on earth. And I have this particular fear to thank Contra 3 for, like, fucking god. Like, you are just walking and all of a sudden you get stared at by this dog and it runs at you. It has like blood red eyes and shit. Then you're like, oh well, nope. For that matter, I never know how I managed to play Contra 3. I think it's because I played it with my older brother together. Especially if you're used to them not attacking you on easy mode. Here's the thing though, my brother and I never played Contra 3 on easy. So I've always known them to attack. So when you play normal and they suddenly do that, it's like, bro, what the fuck? Oh man, I can imagine it's that way. For those who haven't played Contra in anything, who haven't been like me and my older brother, where we booted up Contra 3 and the only thing we tinkered in the menu, I think, was the number of lives. Everything else was like, welp, it's do or die. Okay, which parts do I have to erase? Imagine playing retro Konami games on anything but the hardest difficulty. No! God, no. For that matter, what's it called? Rocket Knight Adventures by Konami? Genuine question. Because that's the game I actually want to play sometime on stream. Because I never played Rocket Knight Adventures. But I hear the hardest difficulty in that game is absolutely merciless. It will come for you and your family. Sparkster comes next. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Sparkster comes next. I remember that. My only knowledge of Sparkster beforehand is actually just a Game Grumps playthrough. Otherwise, I hadn't heard of Rocket Knight or Sparkster before. But when I saw it, I thought it looked cool, so I was like, maybe I'll play it sometime. Rocket Knight Adventures doesn't mess around. I've heard that, and I have also heard the boss theme for Rocket Knight Adventures, and it slaps a lot. It's good, it's amazing. Like, damn. Whoever composed Rocket Knight Adventure music wasn't fucking around. Finally finished a silly shit post. Oh, okay. Good to hear. What's it about? A certain dragon's boosting mechanic is from RKA Sparkster, pretty much. Oh, I actually thought the boost came from Ristar. That's interesting to hear. I'm missing something. There we go. I found it. As Butler surprises Beato and got a much better surprise. Oh no. Welp. Have fun, Butler. From both. The RKA bit is from when she gets the particular boost from the Lagoon stage, the sword beam thingies. Oh, okay, I see. That makes sense. Meanwhile, to find the door sound effect. There are so many door sound effects. You needed a particular one? Oh, wait. Wrong side. Whoop! Kiki! My cat is here. Life has many doors. Oh no. It sure does. Oh god, she's shedding all over my face. No! And now she's shedding over my tablet. No! Tiki! I'm streaming. I'm streaming. I'm streaming. You want to purr into the mic? Tiki. Tiki. Ciao. Kia? She's like right next to the mic, and now she's shedding on top of the mic as well. And she crunch. She crunch. Kiki! Why you crunch? Why you crunch? Do you want to say something to the stream? Kiki, what's doing? I need my tablet now. I'm not finished streaming. Kiki. Here. There's like this Catmint pillow that she loves that's like next to me, and I try to use it most of the time when she's on my tablet to like get her away without having to like shove her or pick her up, but it's not working this time. She's sitting here staring at the screens on my tablet. Kiki! Good boy! She wants my attention, I guess. What's he for? What's he for? Oh, she decided to leave. And sit next to me. There's like a spot on my table that's like just for her. Oh, okay, she went down. I think I'm just gonna do like the flats and then I'll finish for today. I think I'll change this to over here. This as well. Because I just realized that if I mask off the lines over here, I'm gonna have a small problem when I do like the flats. Okay, this is fine. Okay, there we go. Now I can do this. Wrong side. There we go. Now at least I can do the flats on the background layer a little bit easier. Yep, works that way. Open up the color reference. Where are you at? There we are. You just made me remember the Ed and Eddie quote with the many doors. Oh god, which one was that one? Maybe I'll remember it once I see it again. Oh, what do we have here? Did I make a little accident on the line art? Okay, no, I didn't. I was worried. No, that's not it. There's something off. Ah, now I see it. I made an accident. Okay. And merge selected layers. There we go. Tiki! Good boy! Many doors, yes. Rolf opens a rift in the fabric of time and says the quote. Oh, okay. I think I haven't ever seen that episode. I want to keep the props separate. I think the sparkles will be fine if they stay that way. And she's on my tablet again. And she sits on my tablet again. Baby. Baby. Safai. Safai. I know it's almost bedtime. I'll be in bed soon. She's not yelling at me to go to bed, but she is certainly like looking at me as if she's telling me, Mommy, bedtime and attention time. It's hers now. No! I can't give her the tablet. I'm so... The tablet can't be yours. I have to draw shit with it. Can you draw stuff with it, Stinky? Why? Oh. Okay, better. I was wondering what the hell just happened there. Donkey Stinky. I'm going to expand by 1 pixel. There. Okay, now I need my tablet again, though I was doing this with the mouse right now. Okay, she's out. Kiki, I'll go to bed soon. Let me just finish flat coloring this and then I'll go to bed. Or more like I'll start preparing to go to bed. I gotta eat, so in case I don't make it in time, yuppie to me. Yeah, good, good night. Thank you for coming to the stream, in spite of like your power being completely out. Cannot just the props. I think I'll probably do a proper coloring of the sand when I'm closer to getting the actual shading done, because for now it's a little bit all over the place. I think I'll probably leave it rough like this, the background, and then I'll get an actual reference to get to see decently. No power can stop me. Literally no power. Okay, I go now. Oh boy. Have a good day, buddy. Stinky. Now my cat is starting to yell at me because she's like, Mommy, why aren't you in bed yet? You're supposed to be sleeping! Sweep! And there she is again, now actively staring me in the face like, Mom, what the fuck? You're supposed to be in bed! Yeah? Oh, you're fine. Mama's fine. Mama's fine, Mom. There's only one attraction I actually missed while I was in Portugal on vacation. There's a cat cafe over there. And I wanted to go there, but I didn't manage to. So maybe next time I'll manage to go to the cat cafe. I've only been to a cat cafe once in my life only, which was more recently. I went like on a day trip with a work colleague and his wife, and like with my boyfriend too. It was maybe sort of a like day trip double date sort of thing, and at the end of it we went to a cat cafe and it was very hot in there. Like literally the air conditioner wasn't really on because, you know, they don't want to get the cat sick, so I had to struggle like a lot. But I got to see cats, so it was totally worth it. My reasoning is that any suffering is worth it if I get to see cats. Cats are just the best. I could look at the cat forever. And I'm so glad that cat cafes exist because I just want to sit and chill with cats for as long as I live. Like, can you just imagine what it's like just sitting there? You're just having your coffee, your lunch, and there's like a cat and he just chills next to you, or if you're lucky, the cat chills on your lap. Wow, not shits, sorry. I meant to say chills. On your lap. And purrs. That's like the dream. Whoever thought about cat cafes, thank you. You are a savior. Almost here. Mm. Oh, I didn't bother to check that, but I think Beato's eye colors are blue, right? Let me double check that just in case. Not that you can see it in a distance, but I want to get it right. Okay, yeah, I was right. They are blue. I need to draw a more serious Beato picture someday because she deserves everything. I adore Beato so much. I can't wait to see more of her in the answer arcs. God, I am invested. Meanwhile, Butler constantly gets bullied, even by me. But to be fair, it's what he deserves, so... I think I'll leave the umbrella a brighter color. Now just for some of the other details. Kiki. Oh, there you go. I was getting lost in the layers already. Which I can never keep organized because I just am like that. What's a good drink to have in summer? Normally I tend to go for orange juice. This looks so silly as of now. While I just do the flat the flat coloring. But I want to shade it later. It'll hopefully look less messy. I'm almost done here. And then it's getting ready to sleep time. When I think about it, there's a lot of work in progresses I have to get done this month. Like this is one, and then the whole redrawing retro anime styles is another that I have to finish. Then I have to finish the model that I started and another one, and like start a third one. There's like a lot that I still have to finish. And also I realized that soon it will be like a 1-year anniversary since I've streamed, but I think I'll celebrate it another time. But maybe I can get like some stuff done for like when I'm like, oh, by the way, I have streamed in VTube for like a year now. Okay, there we are. I'll finish for tonight. Wait, I forgot the props. I have to do the props before I finish. Heck. Sorry. Probably adjust the colors a little bit. When I'm further prepared with color ideas. Okay, now I have most... Oh wait, I forgot the Atos pipe. Okay, now I have finished the flat colors. And I'll pick it up tomorrow maybe, or another time. Sorry. But definitely this will be it for tonight. And let me switch over to the default screen. Sorry that I was coughing as much as I was. And hopefully this work in progress will be finished soon. Because there's like a bunch of things that I still would like to work on this month before it ends. Now, let's see if there's like anybody that I can possibly raid before I switch over. Oh! Let's raid to BCU. They're doing a Challengers League, like a KOF 15 sort of weekly tourney thing. So let's raid them. Let's see if I can raid them. To BCU. There we go. Alright, I'm switching over to them, and I'll be seeing you guys on Thursday. This Thursday with the Eve remake, and the rest of the schedule for most of this month is done. So I'll be seeing you soon. See ya guys, bye bye!